It was a normal day.
I had an important meeting.
It was a sunny day, and I got ready for work.
I dropped my son off at school and dropped my daughter off with my mother and went to work.
I ate lunch, came back to work.
I was stressed. I was extremely stressed out. I do remember that.
I turned right to go to my office, and I sat down.
I was walking out of the room where the meeting was being held with all my upper management.
I started to type.
I believe I was helping a server.
And then I felt funny, and I pushed myself away from the desk.
I turned away from the table to walk away.
And that's the last thing I knew.
My name's Ilissa Clark, and I was 26 years old when I went into cardiac arrest.
My name is Eileen. I was 58 years old when I had a cardiac arrest.
We had reviews for year-end review.
We're not usually in the office. I saw Eileen laying behind her desk. At some point, I hollered for help.
And I heard someone shout out,
And I heard Becky scream.
"Eileen needs help."
I immediately started CPR.
So I just pulled out the phone, I dialed 911.
I couldn't get past Eileen's face and her lips in particular being blue.
Another co-worker brought an AED.
We put the AED and shocked Eileen.
She got shocked again, and then the paramedics arrived.
I felt my phone buzz, and it was Eileen's boss calling, and he handed the phone to the paramedics, and all they would say is, "We're working on her, and we're getting ready to transport." So after I hung up with them, I was thinking that I might be going to identify a body. Sorry.
I was not given CPR. Sorry. It's overwhelming. The stories that I've been told, it's really sad. I was down for EMS approximates 10 minutes with no CPR, no anything. And if anything, they thought that I believe the brain damage is what was the biggest issue for me. That if I did survive, I would come back, not me.
The ER physician came in and said, well, her vitals are good, this is good, that's good, but her chances of survival are slim. And it felt like I had been dropped down. A rabbit hole. For every minute without oxygen to your brain, your chances of survival goes down 10%.
She was very critical, and in situations like her, when people don't wake up, frankly, we have no idea what level of brain injury they have.
I call Ilissa my walking, talking miracle. I believe she survived to raise her children, and I believe she survived to get the word out.
When people undergo a cardiac arrest, the ideal scenario for people is to receive very quick resuscitation, whether it's by CPR or from a defibrillation from an AED or automated external defibrillator.
When Ilissa collapsed at the restaurant, they did not have an AED on hand.
Hopefully, with added research dollars and work with institutions like the American Heart Association, we can identify people earlier on to help prevent people from having cardiac arrests. And while we've got a lot more information now compared to 10, 15 years ago, there's still a lot to know.
Past research is why I'm still here today. So imagine what if we continue to go further and further with this, what we can do for someone else.
I'm very grateful to be here. If it wasn't for the AED, I would not be here. If it was not for my coworkers who were in the office that took action, I would not be here. I would not have made it to the hospital alive.
The best thing about surviving is still being here. So many people who have went through this don't get this opportunity.
It's great to be part of a movement of women supporting women.
It's nice to know that I'm not the only one going through this.
I'm very grateful to be part of the Go Red for Women movement.
Watch me go red.
Watch me go red.